Hello friends, my name is Miranda. Welcome to my universe. Today I'm going to be talking about 5 books that are coming out in the latter part of 2023 that I'm very excited about. I really wanted to share them with you because I feel like a lot of my favorite authors are publishing books in the next 6 months. It's very exciting stuff. Obviously, there are way more books coming out this year. I think I looked up how many fantasy books came out just overall in the year of 2023, and it's in the 200s, so lots of people are creating and writing. It's actually amazing how many debut authors are up and coming right now. So there are way more books than the 5 I'm going to be talking about today. These are just my personal lovers, honestly. All of these authors, I can't even begin to describe to you my dedication to them. I already pre-ordered 3 of these books, so if you couldn't tell how excited I am, there you go. I usually don't make videos like this on my channel, so if you enjoy this, please give it a like, comment down below, let me know that you like this kind of content, and maybe I will make some more videos like this in the upcoming years. Without further ado, let's begin. I'm first going to start with the book that is coming out the soonest, and then I will end with the book that's coming out the latest. At the end of August, August 29th, Jennifer Lynn Barnes is publishing the 4th book in her Inheritance Game series, The Brothers Hawthorne. I didn't know about this book until a few months ago, and now I cannot stop thinking about it. This is one of them that I pre-ordered right away. I actually don't know if I've bought a book that fast, besides the second book I'm going to talk about. The Inheritance Games is a young adult mystery romance that follows around this family called the Hawthornes. When the grandfather passes away, he gives his entire inheritance over to a random girl. So the series follows around the rest of the Hawthorne family and our main character as she tries to figure out why she was given all of this money and the house. It's a very fun series. Very rarely do I actually push through an entire mystery series like this. I haven't read the 3rd book, but I do own it and I do plan on reading it very soon in anticipation for this one. I was under the impression this series would only be a trilogy, so another reason to get excited about this release. Alright, this next book is literally, I could bet you, will be my favorite book out of all of these that come out. I have been waiting for what feels like ages for this. On September 5th, Stephen King is coming out with his new novel, Holly. This follows around Holly Gibney, a reoccurring character who has been seen in Mr. Mercedes, the rest of the Bill Hodges trilogy, The Outsider, and If It Bleeds. And oh my gosh, I love her. I'm currently reading If It Bleeds in preparation for this book. I'm very excited. This is another book that I pre-ordered right when I heard about it. As an avid King reader, this makes me very excited. I love Holly. She's one of my favorite characters in the Stephen King universe. I just love how in-depth she is and how much we have begun to learn about her. Stephen King truly has given his readers a lot of time to sit with Holly, and I would bet you he really likes writing about her, which is why he's giving her her own novel, finally. I also am obsessed with this cover. I can't wait. It looks beautiful. Later on in that month, September 26th, V.E. Schwab is coming out with the 1st book in a new series, The Fragile Threads of Power. This book takes place in the same universe that A Darker Shade of Magic takes place in, and I haven't read that series yet, but this book gives more pressure to read the series. E. Schwab is one of those authors I have never read, and I am adding her to this list still, despite that fact, because I really do want to get into her books. I've heard really great things about her, and I just have never felt like picking up one of her books, but I definitely know that A Darker Shade of Magic, it's on my shelf over there. I know that it is in my future. The last 2 books I'm going to talk about are coming out in October, which is actually my birth month, so I'm very excited about these as well. I feel like they are almost like birthday gifts to me from the authors, especially this first one. October 10th, Cassandra Clare, one of my favorite authors ever. I've met her twice. absolutely adore her. She is coming out with the first book in a new series, plus it's adult fantasy, and that book is Swordcatcher. I cannot express to you enough how excited I am to get my hands on this book. I also have pre-ordered this one, and I just think it's so great because not only is Cassandra Clare one of my favorite authors, but also this is her first adult novel, and I almost feel like she's growing up with me. It's very exciting. I'm just honored that Cassandra Clare would give me a birthday present of this sword. It's just truly amazing. This is a fantasy story that takes place in a kingdom where the prince has a double, and it's all about their relationship, how they deal with all of the dangers that come to them. Obviously, I do not know too much, and I also have tried to keep away from learning more about this book because I want to go into this blind. A lot of Cassandra Clare's novels, I think, are way more enjoyable when I have no idea what's going on prior to reading it. So this is going to be no different. All right, and then the last book that I'm going to be talking about comes out October 31st. This is the sequel to a book that I did not know I would love quite as much as I ended up loving it. This was a book that I jumped onto the bandwagon for, which I also don't usually do. On October 31st, Rebecca Yarros is coming out with the second book to Fourth Wing, and it is called Iron Flame. I say this at basically every opportunity I get to say this, but this series is going to be the next Hunger Games. I'm calling it. It is so great. It reminds me of How to Train Your Dragon mixed with Divergent, mixed with Hunger Games, and I think that's also part of the reason why I really liked the first book a lot, because it felt almost nostalgic for me. This follows around a world that is filled with dragons and people who learn how to ride those dragons, and there is this whole magic system that Rebecca Yarros has put in place. It is an enemies to lovers. It's more of an adult fantasy novel as well. I'm very excited for the second one, and though I don't have an in-depth review for the first one yet, I plan to make a review as soon as I get the first book in a physical copy. I'm also impressed that Rebecca Yarros published both of these books, the first and this second one, very close together. The first book, Fourth Wing, came out only a few months ago from when I'm filming this, so that's pretty impressive. Stephen King type stuff, you know what I'm saying? And those are the 5 books that I am most excited for the rest of this year. Please comment down below any other books that I might have missed or books that you are excited for. I would love to learn about new authors and hear about new releases. It always gets me so excited. Any other comments, questions, or concerns, please feel free to comment them down below. I do respond to comments, so keep an eye out for that. Thank you so much for watching this video and for your support. I love you so much. Please be safe, make good choices, and I will definitely be seeing you next time. Bye!